Hey everyone. Welcome back to Strange Minds 6. I'm your host Ruby, and today we're going to be getting back into the Octunnumi by Trevor Allen Forrest. Chapter 2. So what happened? So that happened, right? Leaving the warehouse behind them, the twins head towards a section of link fencing that surrounds the derelict site, working their way past part-fallen buildings, the odd abandoned truck, empty oil drums, graffiti covering the walls that remain standing, and weeds taking over the ones that have crumbled. All in all, your standard deserted industrial site, and yet somehow quite pretty. The purple moon coloring the surroundings, mauve, pink and indigo blue. Even the rust on the bent and swinging girders shimmering with the purple dust that covers everything somehow looks appealing. I mean, she did change, right? Reg hesitates. I didn't imagine it. What, from Little Miss Mouse to celebrity starlet? Yes, that happened. That's freaky, Reg mutters, holding down a section of partly collapsed mesh fence. He continues, I didn't even notice until she had left. You know, one minute she was all dour and dowdy, then boom, he hesitates. Well, you know. Well, she is the best, Trad comments, stepping over the fence. But it's not even the body morphing, it's something else with her. Reg pauses. The clothes, even the face, I get. I mean, who can't do that, but it's the emotions, Trad interrupts. She taps the emotions. And the becoming, the environment. Reg makes air marks as he speaks. That's, well, I mean, she's still there, right? She's not actually gone. Oh, she's there all right. Man, I wish I could do that. I'm sure she would find a place for you if you want to enroll. It's a girls' school. And? Oh. Just a thought. And, Reg continues, following him over the fence and allowing it to spring back to its former crumpled state. What is it with her and Dad? Well, one thing's for sure, Trad replies. Mom's very tetchy when it comes to Ectrovia. To this day, Reg says, I have no idea what happened between the three of them. Trad smirks as they continue. I bet I do. Please, Reg responds quickly. Do not offer up any more ideas on what you assume happened. He shudders. I'm still trying to shake off the mental picture of your last overly detailed theory. Taking the lead, Trad works his way between a series of burnt-out cars lined up at the exit barriers. Oh, and by the way, when Mom finds out, Reg calls to Trad, that we've been here, and she will, this is all on you. Oh, thanks, bro. You're welcome, Reg grins. This is it, Trad says, arriving at what was once the gatehouse. eyeing the remains of the largely collapsed building, with its battered wooden door, lower panels kicked in, remnants of a window to one side and staggered brickwork to the other. Reg sidesteps the debris to view what is left of the roof and other walls in an inward collapsed heap of rubble. Are you sure? You doubt me? Trad laughs as he places his open palm over the faded staff only stenciled across the midsection, leaning in. He listens for the familiar faint click that signals the connection has been made. Satisfied, he reaches for the cracked bakelite doorknob. Trad's hand hovers, the hairs on the back of his neck bristling. He knows that voice. Oh, great, he mutters, unmistakable irritation grips his words. His shoulders sag. I wonder how long it would be. I was wondering how long it would be. Sorry, only you just couldn't do it, could you? You just couldn't keep quiet, Trad snaps, leaving the door to swing on its last hinge. Rolling his eyes skyward, he says, will you stop doing that? Telling me what I am doing all the time? I know what I am doing. I am the one doing it. I do not need you to tell me. Mr. Trayden, I am not telling you. I am narrating. That's my job. Yes, it is. It is not, however, your job to speak directly to us, make comments, or generally interfere. That's a little unfair, Trad. Reg comments. Hi, Trevor. Good day, Mr. Regis, sir. Again with the naming, really? Trad looks at his brother in disbelief. I thought you were clear on this the last time and all the times before. No naming, no pally stuff, no being friends. We change our name all the time, Reg comments. Why shouldn't, Trevor? It's a voice, Trad exclaims. And why Trevor? Who in the land of stupid names calls themselves Trevor? I picked it, Reg replies. You did? Trad. Excuse me. Reg laughs. I really have never understood your problem with the narrator. His purpose is to document. Document? Trad interrupts. Take notes, file reports, whatever. I know all of that. He's still not supposed to take part. I merely advise. You interfere, with good reason, because you can. I guide. Dictate. Trad snaps back. And yet, Reg interrupts the volley, he is very much part of what we do. He pauses. Well, you can continue to be in denial, Trad, but Trevor is our closest confidant and ally. The narrator, Trad emphasizes, is at best nothing more than a glorified voiceover, and one that is in your head, he says, tapping his temple as he speaks. It hasn't even got a body. Even a robot has a body. With all due respect, sir, my intelligence far outstrips a mere robot. That's a matter of opinion. Oh, come on, Trad, Reg protests. He has a point. Having access to every computer, book, and data ever recorded, written, or spoken throughout all history and all innocimids, not to mention memories, thoughts, and emotions, is not intelligence. Reg, it is storage. He pauses. I don't even know why it has a gender. It is a voice in your head. It could be any gender. If you would prefer, you could call me Letitia. I quite like Letitia or Flora. Lovely name, Flora. Or Vera. Good solid name. I prefer that you do your job and not interact with us. Pass comment or anything else other than document. He pauses. It's bad enough knowing you are always there in my head, waiting for me to tune in. I see. Well, no one is forcing you to listen. Look, Trad, Reg says. Trevor is us. Like it or not, he is that voice in your head that points you in the right direction. You're conscious. If you like, okay? Reg nods. I admit, most people don't have conversations with their conscience. So now he's Jiminy Cricket. Trad cuts in. And what does that make me, Pinocchio? You probably share that same emotional sensitivity as a wooden puppet. At least I'm real. Trad retorts, which is more than I can say for you. I rest my case. Like it or loathe it, Reg smiles. You, need Trevor. He is your brain, your experiences, everything he knows you've lived. He's here to protect, keep us on track. Looking skeptically at Reg, Trad takes a moment before slapping the palm of his hand on his forehead. Mum's behind this, isn't she? Yes, that's it, he declares, looking skywards. You're Mum's little helper, aren't you? Checking up on us, snitching. I assure you, Mr. Trayden. Why haven't I seen it before? Trad continues excitedly. Reg, you're an idiot if you don't see this. Mum planted this parasite in our heads so that she can spy on everything we think, hear, see, do. Which, Reg interrupts him, could possibly be true if every other living being did not have a life narrator too. They do? Yes. Everyone? Yes. So how come no one else has ever spoken about it then? Trad asks. Well, in some circles, hearing voices in your head is considered cause for alarm. Being able to chat with them, Reg laughs, would probably be a bit difficult to explain as well. If I may, sirs. I am only able to interact with you because you allow it. I tune into your vibrations, and even then, only if relevant, very much as you do with each other. Of course, it is this connection that allows me to converse with you both. Not everyone is so receptive. So, Trad clarifies, we've all got a narrator, but we don't all hear them. Correct, sir. Much of a narrator's commentary goes unheard and certainly unnoticed. Our contribution is grossly undervalued. In most cultures, we are referred to as intuition, or the more unsavory title of gut feeling, and even that gets mostly ignored and is certainly not given the recognition or credit. Okay, Trad interrupts, holding up his hands. Enough already. Well, I still don't see why we need anybody to document anything, he says. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you want to see what we do, watch the memory monitors. But there would be no depth. And who the hell is interested in that, anyways? No drama. In what we get up to? The figures would plummet. It's just an ops report. There would be no me. What figures? Sorry? You said figures. Didn't he say figures, Reg? Much as I enjoy your little chats, Reg taps his pocket watch. Perhaps we should, he indicates the door. What? Tread says. Oh, yes, right. And reaches for the handle again, shaking his head slightly and mumbles. He definitely said figures. For crying out. What? Trad shouts. What is it? If I hardly think the commander would approve of you being on active duty as you are, sir. Trad glances down at the cobwebs clinging to his coat, scruffs of dust on his knees, boots. A mauvish film covers the gadgets, buckles, and belts that embellish his uniform. For a moment, Trad doesn't move. Trevor's right, Reg comments, taking a quick look at his own appearance. He's not Trevor. Trad snaps, rolling his eyes. He's not right, and I didn't snap. Then, taking a deep breath to calm himself, he says, Okay, fine, he's right. Just thought you should know. Yes, got it. Trad mumbles as both he and Reg lightly touch their respective coat collars, thereby restoring their uniforms to acceptable Octunnumi requirements and rendering their appearance presentable for official duty as they make for the swinging door. You are welcome, by the way. What? Well, obviously, Mr. Triton, should you have continued in your disbeveled state, yes, okay, Trad mutters as he reaches for the handle. There would surely have been serious consequences. Yes, got it. Wait. I said, Trad remains motionless, hand on the door handle, his breath more agitated, his head bowed, eyes looking skyward from beneath hooded lids. I mean, a thank you would not go amiss. Trevor, Reg says hesitantly, thinks perhaps you should stop. Suddenly, Trad flings his arm up and sends bolts of energy through the air in frustration. Right, that's it. That is it. You. Trad points aimlessly to the heavens. You do not speak to me, okay? I get that you need to. He waves his hands. Document, record, whatever it is you do. But I am having none of it. Trad adjusts his hoodie, which strictly speaking is not standard issue. Tune me out, Trad shouts, Like you do everyone else. Okay, Trad, Reg interrupts. I am sure Trevor will leave you alone. Right, Trevor? As you wish. Tuning Mr. Trayden out now. There. My commentary can no longer be picked up by Mr. Trayden. Perhaps I think he will regret it. The whole point of me being here. Thank you, Trevor. Reg cuts in. Am I tuned out? Trad asks. Is he speaking? Yes and yes. Good. Shall we? Turning on his heel, Trad swings the door open fully to reveal a darkened alley beyond, checking that it has connected to the correct inner summit, time and space. He then stands to one side, holding the door for Reg to go ahead of him through to Fethris. And we are going to end it there, my dear friends. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And we will see you next time. This is Ruby, signing off.